I will definitely continue to follow this story. It is out of Louisville, Kentucky, and this horrific tragedy happened on November 8th, 2023. According to her Facebook page, she lives in Louisville, Kentucky. She is from Chicago, Illinois. Her name is Tiffanie Lucas. She's 32 years old. I believe she had a birthday on September 30th, the mother of two sons. She is most definitely a fan of social media. The filters, the poses, she's a pro at it. She's like a walking TikTok filter. Her every awakened thought, from what she will eat, what she will serve her boys for dinner, to the fact that she feels that she's gained weight, is added to her timeline. These posts, these pictures that I talk about, when I tell you that Facebook is a fraud, social media is a fraud, is what I mean. It doesn't seem like happy moments, not to me. It seems like they're planned, they're rehearsed, like in this particular moment that she's targeting someone. She's trying to tell them that she's fine and she's doing well without them. Now that's just how I see it, and that's just how I feel. I do know that Jaden's father had died in 2019, so it appears her and her two beautiful boys, who do have two different fathers, hint their last names. She speaks on some posts that, she'll make it. The hints are subtle. She reposts what other women have gone through onto her own timeline, never owning up to what exactly is going on in her own life. But she's on social media, and it has to look perfect. In 2016, she opened up Miss Tiff's Stop Shop. It was only open for less than a year. The store closed. She did plead after that guilty to drug charges, and she did have to serve 30 days in prison. So the question is, did she plan this? Did she plan what happened Wednesday, November 8th? Did she plan that? Absolutely. Absolutely, I believe she planned it to a T. It was heard by her Ring camera on her door that the mother of two would shoot her sons, Maurice Baker Jr., who she called Peanut, 6 years old, and Jaden Howard, 9 years old, in that Brentwood drive home. Four gunshots would go off within 30 seconds. Both of these children had been shot in the head in their room. Shortly after, Tiffanie would stumble out, collapsing on a neighbor's driveway. The neighbors, they came around to assist and help and try to understand what was going on. Lucas did tell them that her boys were inside the house and they were dying. So some went to go and attend to the boys. There was a gun that was laying in the room. The ambulance were called, and there was a police escort to Norton's Children's Hospital, where they would succumb to their injuries during surgery. Lucas was arrested following the shootings. She was emotionalist, they said. She would tell the officers that she was manipulated by social media to commit these crimes, and that she would never do anything like this unless someone had manipulated her, and that she did receive a gun from a third party. And she also revealed that nobody was inside her home that day. It was just her and her children. Her exact words were, quote, "I'm in such a bad spot," and chalked the shooting up to an accident. "I'm so stupid. I would never do anything like this unless someone manipulated me," end quote. She kind of says with Facebook, Wi-Fi, the internet, this is why she did this. If I had to speak for her as crazy as it sounds, social media is the culprit here. Looking at other people's lives, these reality stars, definitely very Kim Kardashian-ish. I would say it was a lifestyle that it looked pretty, but obviously she didn't have the money and the means to continue this type of lifestyle that she was putting up there for those pretty pictures for, I guess, anybody on our timeline to see. The judge did give her a $2 million bond. He says that she is a danger to others. I believe that she is a danger to her children, and they're gone now. I believe that was it. There was no motive. There was no motive at all. Her family is devastated, and they're heartbroken over the deaths of these two young family members. I saw a picture of her father in 2018 with his grandsons. Seems to be very proud of them. He died sometimes after, so he didn't see what his daughter did to his grandsons. When the family went into her home that she was renting, they said it was filthy. The utilities was turned off, and there was an eviction letter on the counter. She couldn't keep this lifestyle up. I don't know what she was doing for money. Tiff's Stop Shop had closed in 2017. So I'm not sure how she was trying to make these means work out. I don't know what she was doing for money. In a post in 2022, she said, quote, "I love my kings different. That's why Jaden and Peanut are different types of children. They are God sent. And every wrong I've ever done, any hurt I have ever caused, I am so focused on correcting and loving them longer and deeper." End quote. She says a lot of stuff like that. How they love her unconditionally and how she just feels so blessed to have them. But yet she commits this atrocious crime against them. But she's so lucky to have them. People that know Tiffanie, they say within a flip of a switch, she could turn off and on with her emotions, and they didn't like the fact that sometimes she would target this energy towards her sons. That they were almost confused by her up and down towards them. Was she more down towards them? But the only times you saw the happiness and the niceness and the mothering and this seeming like the kids had everything in the world was when the pictures were being taken, when recordings were being made. Is that when it just seemed so fun and seemed like these kids were just so lucky to be the sons of this woman? So she's going to blame it on social media, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that she will. Because that's all it is. Everybody wants to try to duplicate, if you will, or imitate, for a better word. Things that are completely impossible if you just don't have that kind of money. And then we also know that money doesn't always bring happiness, because there are people with billions and billions of dollars and they are so unhappy. So unhappy. But that is definitely a discussion that you're not ready for today. You're not ready for that today. But we have two little boys that are no longer here, only 6 years old and 9 years old. The crime scene was horrible. A bloody crime scene with a gun in the room of these children, and the mother staggered out and collapsing because she couldn't live up to an image that she should have never tried to live up to in the first place. I will definitely be continuing following this story and bringing you more updates. Justice for Maurice and Jaden.
Boys! Peanut! Okay, they got the chopsticks. Okay. Okay.